If you don't have good data, you simply don't have good insight. The challenge is quite foundational, and it stems from a dependence on surveys for data collection, the aging engine of legacy CX approaches. As technology provides more platforms for surveying, customer patience and willingness become spread even thinner, and customers, certainly consumers, would probably prefer to tell Instagram and Twitter instead of telling your survey. A poor solution is frankly only getting worse. Additionally, data is often scarce and rarely well structured. This and a lack of rigorous standard for organizing data is true of many of the hundreds of companies who publish their NPS on earnings calls with public investors. Errors abound, from the obvious, such as miscalculation, to the technical, such as measuring the wrong events, perhaps even to the more sophisticated, like timing issues. As a result, corporations continue to fail on basic design parameters in their data structure. For an example, an NPS taken right after a customer service event is likely to skew positive, not least because of selective sampling. Or does the company solicit NPS input before the product has in fact arrived? When we audit NPS results for public companies, such errors are sadly commonplace. This should not be entirely unexpected. NPS seems a simple to administer metric, but is in fact nuanced and complex at every stage. Its performance is based on the idea that it encompasses the entire customer lifecycle, from product needs all the way to returns or repurchase. Errors in data design often mean that the performance you think you have is, in all likelihood, not correct. If you're flying blind following miscalibrated instruments, you shouldn't be surprised at the outcome. However, the most insidious result of the data quality issue is the destruction of management confidence in CX as a power to transform the business. The majority of senior leaders aren't uninterested in CX transformation, they just don't have the confidence in the data put in front of them. In many cases, they're right to be skeptical. We will reach the more positive message in a minute, but consider next how data requires analysis to yield insight. We've been active participants in well over 1,500 executive presentations on CX. Basic performance and reporting measures dominate discussion. Understandably, such measures are an important means to hold managers accountable. However, when the insights that should accompany the measurements are missing, or more likely weak, decision-making stalls. The problem stems from poor analytics. The majority of CX programs rely on outdated analytic techniques, simply unsuited to an era in which data-driven decision-making has become common management practice. Statistically valid or not, where is the connection to the operations of the economics of the business? If quantification of the impact of changes is absent, how specifically do you plan to improve your NPS by, say, 10 points? And what financial results will that yield? We have the technology and data science to fix these disconnects. Challenge remains in shifting how we think about CX data. What if it was possible to understand the health of every customer, their status as a promoter, passive or detractor, not just when we survey them, but every day? What if every customer, not just those who respond to surveys, could be tracked in this fashion? Real-time insight into every customer all the time would change the game. It would also allow companies not just to build a far deeper and more comprehensive measurement of their performance, but also to have a real understanding of how to improve execution. Perhaps even more importantly, businesses would finally have an ability to assign resources and react to customer challenges in time to make a difference. It's possible today, and here's how. Consider how every customer event in your business lifecycle has the potential to change customer loyalty and their status as a promoter, passive or detractor. That event could be digital or physical, but it leaves a footprint in the operational data of your company. We can capture that operational event data and translate it into a machine learning engine that helps us understand both the impact of our operational performance and predict accurately the status of every customer every day. This learning engine parses each signal coming from a customer interaction. It offers insights into the condition or status of that customer relationship. If the sign of a sentiment change is strong enough, it notifies the right people immediately. If not, the new information can help contextualize future signals. We call this kind of data spectrum NPS. Surveys are used to calibrate the engine, but the NPS data generated is typically 20 times better than surveys in both quality and customer coverage. Instead of getting updates on customers every 6 months or every year, the data updates every time an event occurs that meaningfully changes the customer experience. Spectrum NPS marks the foundation of a new generation of strategic decision tools for management. We can now solve questions such as: what operational changes in combination lead to what changes in NPS and hence financial benefits? How do we optimize the changes for cost, benefit, and impact? If we're committed to specific NPS outcomes, what combination of changes is most likely to deliver them? But equally importantly, it provides customer-facing team members with a personalized, just-in-time notification of significant changes in the health of their account. Even better, calibration is often very common within an industry. Our expertise in program design enables us not just to adopt industry reference models, but also to take advantage of collective industry performance data to calibrate implementations.